I pat her head reassuringly. That's the spirit, right?
Pat, pat, pat.
You'll get through this fine. I know it. The grass is always greener. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
Plenty of fish in the sea. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Scratch that one.
Forget that one.
Welcome back.
Yeah. You need help with anything? Yes, finding the mouse.
Oh, no. Hanging out with Emi. She's in a wheelchair now. We've ruined her forever.
And we've got...
Not that people in wheelchairs... Okay, never mind.
We got drinks, too, so we're ready to go.
Y'all know what I mean.
Do you need help with anything? Or that is, can I help with anything? Emi shakes her head, and there's a bit of her usual grin back.
Nah, I can manage fine by myself. You can leave.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want to help me over to my bed, it would save me the trouble of rolling over there myself.
All right. I blush in spite of myself. Emi giggles.
You're such a prude, Hisao.
I'm not a prude.
Just come over here and give it to me.
Wouldn't take advantage of a young woman such as yourself. It's ungentlemanly. She disappears.
Phases out of existence. I've ruined it.
I wheel Emi's chair to her bed and easily scoop her up and deposit her there.
Just fucking drop her.
She quickly sorts herself out and sits on the side. What did I throw her on?
Yeah.
She's actually a little heavier than she looks. At least to lose some damn weight.
Yeah.
It would be rude of me to observe this aloud, of course. So I do it anyways.
Right. I better not.
It's the greatest. This is probably the worst thing that you can say after you put a girl in bed.
Right.
Man, you're kind of heavy.
Yeah.
That was stupid.
Emi becomes Batman.
Kapow! Emi hits me with a pillow.
Ass.
Just saying is all. Must be all that running. At the mention of running, Emi's grin falters slightly.
Way to rub it in. Well, I guess I won't have to worry about that for a bit, huh? Maybe I'll lose some weight. Yeah, sitting on your ass, that'll do it.
Yeah, oh man. That's what you do to lose weight, right? Cease physical activity.
Well, muscle weighs more than fat. I'm pretty sure that's what the nurse would recommend.
Speaking of which, are you going to still be showing up in the mornings? I'd hate to run
Oh, shit.
Emi's sudden interjection, more a disquieted muttering than anything too profane, causes me to look over in shock. She's leaning forward, trying to cover the fact that she's crying by covering her eyes with a hand. Of course, the subdued sobbing makes it pretty obvious that she's crying. Hey, I'm sorry. Forget I said anything, okay? I place a hand gingerly around her and pull her close. I can think of nothing else to say or do. How do you comfort someone who's just lost their legs again?
Sorry about your legs.
Emi wraps me in a hug and stays that way for a while. That's pretty much, that's about it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm pretty bad at this whole comforting thing, I guess.
Don't say that. I'm fine, really.
Her voice is slightly muffled by my chest. I pat her head reassuringly. That's the spirit, right?
Pat, pat, pat.
You'll get through this fine. I know it. The grass is always greener. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
Plenty of fish in the sea. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Scratch that one.
Forget that one. Besides, I'm here to help you, remember? Emi lifts her head and stares at me with tear-stained eyes.
Can you really?
She's grinning lopsidedly, and something sparkles in her gaze. I can't tell if I'm being mocked or not. Of course, I mean, sure, you're a bit heavy, but... My witty comment is cut off by the sudden press of Emi's lips on mine. Oh, I thought she punched me.
Me too.
I'm caught off guard, and I'm rewarded by hitting my head on the wall behind her bed.
What a terrible relationship when we instantly think, oh, we've just been hit. We flinch every time she moves.
Ow. Emi pulls back, trying to look concerned rather than like she's about to laugh.
Are you okay? Sorry.
I rub my head ruefully and grin back at her. God, this hurts so bad, you have no idea.
My face, you hit me in the eye.
You've never felt pain like this. Caught me off guard there. Is that going to become a habit? Am I going to be lectured by Shizune and Misha more? Yeah, I mentioned other girls. That works too.
Right.
At the mention of the duo, Emi giggles.
Honestly, those two. If I didn't know why, I'd be utterly confused as to Oh, if I didn't know why, I'd be utterly confused as to why she hangs around with someone so bossy.
Which one are we talking about?
You know exactly which one, Hisao. Misha's hardly bossy.
So what's the reason then?
Huh?
The reason why Misha hangs around Shizune?
It's her fucking job, probably?
God, I'm an idiot. Emi waves my question off with a smile.
No idea.
I see.
They're lovers. Anyway, you seem to be forgetting the original question, don't you? Wait, go back a second.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am. Go back to that lovers part. You wouldn't mind giving a guy a little warning, would you? Otherwise, I'm liable to wind up with a concussion. I empathize to the point by rubbing at the back of my head. She's trying to take us out so we can't run either.
Yeah.
Emi giggles madly.
The doctor center. Nurse. You could wear a helmet. Some kids here do, you know. I was going to actually say that, but then I thought that was insensitive, but...
Well, she got it covered.
Not that I've ever stopped myself from being insensitive.
Or I could just take revenge. Shove her head into the wall.
Fatality.
Grab a pillow from beside me and whack Emi over the head. Oh no! Emi topples
She's
off
dead!
the bed and
Run! I was never here.
Kick her under the bed.
Just like slowly push her.
I was never here. Rin, you saw nothing.
Rin walks in
What?
and she's like halfway under the rug.
Emi topples off the bed and lands on the floor with a thump. Her arms promptly reappear on the bed, and she manages to pull herself back up. She really has a surprising amount of strength in that little body. Her face is turned downwards and away from mine, making me think I might have accidentally hurt her. Emi, you okay?
It's a trap.
You didn't... God damn it. A hand shoots up and grabs my collar. She pulls me in with a sharp tug, her face now barely an inch away from mine as she grins cheekily. Emi? Oh, she gives me a sharp headbutt. Our foreheads making quite a loud thud.
Why?
That was rude. I sit back and rub my now sore head as Emi smirks victoriously.
It was a pillow. How's that for revenge?
Damn it.
Am I bleeding?
No fair. You can't take revenge for revenge. That's just double revenge, and that's impossible. For someone missing most of her legs, Emi's surprisingly agile.
I took that as most of her legs. Like, isn't she missing both of her
Like
legs?
she's got
That's all of her
them,
legs.
She's missing 3 of them.
Oh, God, I'm missing most of my legs.
I swipe at her, but she definitely rolls out of the way and lands a hit with her pillow. Gosh, she just freaking headbutted me.
I know. That's like not play fighting anymore. That's when it starts getting serious.
Yeah. Of course, the odds are against her. I can stand up, for starters. Oof.
I better not tell her that.
Yeah.
Well, then.
Is she on top of me?
Yes.
All right.
She looks like she's going cross-eyed.
Too. Guess I can't, after all. Emi seems to have effectively tripped me up and is now... I can't think straight.
What's going on? All the blood's leaving my brains for some reason. I don't know where it's going.
Sitting primely astride me as I lay on my back. I'm not even sure how she managed it.
I win.
Yes, you do.
That's fine. You can win all the time.
Just please don't headbutt me again.
Yeah.
Her eyes twinkle mischievously. I've been thoroughly defeated, and by a girl that's a fraction of my size at that. Then again, being defeated doesn't seem quite so bad. Emi being positioned over my waist isn't something that I or my body can ignore easily. Well then, I open my lips to speak, but Emi's head darts downwards before I can get so much as a word out. I give no resistance as she presses her mouth to mine. Not that I'd want to.
This is gonna get awkward.
This is... Why? Different, somehow.
She's currently on top of you.
Yeah. Well, you know. It happens.
Let's hope I don't have any voice lines here.
It's just 2 bros making sex sounds together.
Right.
This is no big deal. She pulls back, nips at my lower lip, and reinitiates the embrace. Her tongue darts around inside my mouth, exploring. I can feel a warmth spreading through my body as my heart begins to beat faster. Hope I'm healthy enough for this. My mind starts to go foggy, and I become vaguely aware of my hand traveling up Emi's blouse. Oh! Emi gasps as I reach a breast. Then there's a giggle, and then I stare up at grinning Emi.
Told you, that makes my second win now.
What? That doesn't count. You used feminine wiles. No, don't say that.
All's fair in love and war, right? Huh. And you're even blushing. I didn't know you were a blusher, Hisao.
You were blushing too, you know, probably because of your prudish ways. Even I've
I'm not even good at the sexy talk, man.
got
Come
to
on.
admit that this is a stupid thing to say to a woman who is currently straddling me and has been, up until a few seconds ago, playing tonsil hockey with me.
Tonsil hockey. A prude, am I? Well then, let's see who blushes first, shall we?
I like this game.
Right?
I'm not sure whether the tone of her voice terrifies or arouses me, or both, but that question has quickly
This is a
made
weird
rather
feeling.
mood. Whoa!
Hello.
Jeez, she's
They
a
just
master at that.
phased out.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to censor that out.
Yeah, that's all right.
In a motion of
I warned you about
ease,
this.
She peels her blouse off and tosses it carelessly aside. Her bra and skirt quickly follow it onto the floor. She probably...
How'd she get the skirt off if she's straddling you?
That's what I was gonna say. It's
Maybe
amazing.
it's like a breakaway, like a side one or something?
It's got a zipper. I don't know.
Yeah.
We should probably have like curtains.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Ha!
Well, I think you won the blushing game. I fight the urge to blush, but that's impossible. Escalation, is it?
Your shirt's off too. When did that happen? Oh, there it goes.
My own shirt follows suit, albeit with some difficulty thanks to my position. Emi mock yawns.
You'll have to try harder than the...
She about to sneeze?
She does look like she's going to sneeze. Oh, that'd be terrible.
My hands gently caress Emi's bare skin, causing her to shiver. It would seem that my hands are acting on their own again. If our position had let me, I'd probably have finished her undressing for her. I start to say something about how Emi is starting to blush, but both of us are very rapidly reaching the edge of something very barely holding us back. Conversation grinds to a halt, and I feel my arms losing energy. Neither of us, however, is prepared for this sudden new sensation.
What's this? What's this?
An indescribable heat surges through me, coming from both myself and, it seems, Emi as well. With one hand on my chest to steady herself and another holding mine to make sure that I can't have my way with her body again, she seems quite pleased with herself. She's pretty dominant.
Yeah.
And then
That's
after
okay.
a moment's hesitation, she moves. And she moves again. And again. And she moves. She drives me crazy.
I like to move it.
And I went, and she moves. She
Yeah.
moves. Emi's breath
bangs. She
hitches.
bangs.
Yeah. My breathing is starting to come faster and more raggedly as well. Emi's
Start doing math problems in your
body
head.
shivers and shudders against mine, and I can feel her starting to lose her balance. Must be harder for her to keep steady because she's missing her legs, in case you haven't noticed by now.
Right.
I steady her as best as I can, cupping my hands around her backside. It's firm and taut.
What a taut backside.
What a taut bottom you have.
Chip, chip, cheerio.
Yes. Makes sense, considering how much she runs. The potential power in those muscles makes them flex as she responds to my touch. While what I fail to take into account is the fact that my attempt to steady Emi kind of slides her forward and, well, feels amazing. Her panties slide easily against my trousers, and it doesn't take
My
us long for
trousers.
to feel the rhythm.
Chip, chip, cheerio, my trousers. My word, your pantaloons are right up against my trousers.
Whenever I'm having sex, my mind becomes a 1930s British man.
Bully.
Top shelf. But Emi refuses to keep to it, going now fast, now slow, now pausing for what feels like an eternity. I'm not sure whether she's doing this to toy with me or if it's to make her feel better, but I'm well past caring. I should probably stop thinking now.
Yeah.
The heat between us is growing more intense, and I can't hold back a gasp. The noise only seems to drive Emily along. I begin to punctuate her movements with some of my own. Her breath begins to come faster as we continue, my own breathing becoming equally quick.
It's really descriptive.
Yes, it is. I don't think I could write this descriptive of a sex scene.
Yeah.
With her eyes closed, her lips purse expectantly. I just managed to lift myself up for a few moments, our mouths seeking one another, her chest sliding against mine as our sweat mingles.
It's better than it just saying, we did the deed.
That's true. We haven't had to make any sex sounds so far, so...
I had to go,
As I flop back down, my trousers are soaked with sweat. I would
Sure that's sweat?
take them... I wasn't going to say it. Take them off.
Because you knew I would.
It didn't mean stopping what we're doing. And I don't want to stop what we're doing. Stop this growing pressure, this tickling in the back of my brain. Suddenly, she moves a little more erratically as my own breath hitches in my throat, ending in a final desperate thrust that sends me over the edge into a surging feeling I didn't know existed.
What, have you never jerked it?
I guess not.
God, no wonder you had a heart attack. That's a lot of pent-up aggravation.
my mind blanks, fills with white noise, and I succumb to the feeling of climax. For a few seconds, everything else in the world falls away, except for this amazing feeling of Emi and I together.
And then suddenly I don't care about her at all.
Yeah. Oh no. So what's Hanako up to? And then it passes. The white noise clears.
That's awful.
And I left staring up into the eyes of the girl atop me. I'm jesting, of course. For a few minutes, neither of us speaks. The sound of our breathing fills the room.
It'd be amazing if it came back from white and Kenji was just pressed up against the window.
Our chests heaving from the experience. She eventually, reluctantly, shifts off of me, and sits against the wall. I join her.
She's just naked now.
All right.
So, did I blush?
She's just naked for the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah, that's an episode.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay.
Well, then.
That got a little fun.
Yeah, I guess we'll be starting the next episode with just a censor bar.
Censor bar?
Yeah, well, I don't know. We'll see. We don't have to do like a giant bar or anything. Just censor the naughty bits.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Then.
I feel so dirty now.
Yeah. I like it.